Chillo there, H+III+T to boot that dang on time. Yup! I am your World Heavyweight Champion of YouTube, gosh dang it, the SeverTheBond World Heavyweight Champion. And the only reason why I bring that up is because I paid too freaking much for that belt to not have it in every freaking video. That is also a basket of neither here nor there. This is a dang on new series I'm debuting. It's called Prediction King. But I need to get into character because I can't just be regular H+III+T. I have to become the Prediction King. You ready for this? The Prediction Pharaoh, but King, because Pharaoh and King are the same thing. That's a basket of neither here nor there. So we're going to predict the dang on teams in the NBA for the 2016-2017 season. We're starting with the Atlanta Hawks. Let go. Ladies and gentlemen, please buckle up. It's a boot that dang on time. I'd like to introduce you to the Careless Hearts. Kill him, DJ. Can we just talk about for a quick second that I got a little fake snake to go with it? You feel me? No Jake the fakes. No, I don't feel like that pun made any sense, but that's a basket of neither here nor there. Atlanta Hawks. Here's what we got going on with the Hawks. About 2 years ago now, and it's a shame that it's been that long, but about 2 years ago, the Hawks were like basically what the Warriors were the year before last, basically, if that makes any sense. They were this surprise breakout team that nobody, I've got a better example. The Hawks 2 years ago were like what the Trailblazers were this year. Nobody expected any of the foolishness they were supposed to do. We'll talk about the Trailblazers on another day, but the Hawks have always been viewed as kind of like the Pacers minus Paul George. They're just a group of really good players, but there's no star, and nothing's ever going to really happen with them. Well, ever since they hired I forget the name of the Hawks coach or whatever, but whoever the coach is, you know what he is. Who he is, excuse me. He's a coach, that's what he is. Who he is! Gosh dang it, you have to forgive me, I'm a Knicks fan, I don't know the name of the coach, but that's not here or there. But ever since they hired him, and he was an assistant with the Spurs from what I understand, and he brought that Spurs mentality over to the Atlanta Hawks, making them the Spurs of the East. So that's a recap and why they're even relevant to begin with. Last year, the rest of the teams in the NBA were kind of prepared for that. They caught people off guard the other year, but last year people were prepared for what was finna go down. So they didn't make as much noise as they could have, but they were still one of the technically elite teams in the Eastern Conference. But unfortunately, they were kind of back to that whole, they're a great cast of characters, but there's no star. Well, the obvious headline of the offseason, you guys got Dwight Howard. That's slick a game changer. And I say slick because I believe in moves, especially in free agency over the summer, if teams can get the total package. Total package, like if you get a shooting guard or something like that, okay, but you got to have a decent center to go with it. Or if you get a center, you got to get a point guard to go with it or something like that. What they obtained with Dwight Howard is a great center. And I use great, kind of cautiously because dude's been injury prone, but that's a basket neither here nor there. We're not going to harp on that. Wait, see, because that's my invisible harp. That's not here nor there. You gave up Jeff Teague, and I didn't understand that. I understand Schroeder, or whatever his name is, he's good, and you got Kent Bazemore and stuff, and Tim Hardaway, but you gave away one of your best players, arguably the best player on the team pre-Dwight. Now that Dwight Howard's not, Paul Millsap's cool, but Jeff Teague was Jeff freaking Teague, though, you feel me? And I know he was kind of inconsistent last year, and that's why you let him go to go over to the Pacers, but you didn't really get a notable replacement for him. Maybe if you got a Brandon Jennings or something like that, or maybe a Victor Oladipo, someone, and I know he's a shooting guard, but just someone to fill that void, or Isaiah Thomas or something like that, maybe, or Rondo, that would have been better, but you didn't really replace him with anybody. And the only thing you really did to get better was you got Dwight Howard, who's a sometimey center who might be healthy and, if used correctly, will help. We saw when Dwight Howard was on the Rockets, if you don't use the man properly, if you don't feed him the ball in the post and you're just shooting threes, that's not going to help anything. Kyle Korver is still a beast, good for you. Paul Millsap is still a beast, good for you. You got a pretty decent bench. You got Tim Hardaway, you got Kent Bazemore, Schroeder's alright, but you gave up Al Horford. And some people would look at the signing of Dwight Howard as an upgrade. And we've been saying for the longest time the Hawks just need a superstar. But you need the total package. Are you telling me, Hawks Nation or whoever you are, you wouldn't want to see your starting lineup start with Jeff Teague and end with Dwight Howard? I don't know. Personally, I'm predicting they'll make the playoffs because it's the Eastern Conference. They'll make the playoffs, but I don't see them getting out of the first round. Partially because of Dwight Howard's not only the fact that the man is injury prone more than... I was about to make another Derrick Rose joke. Let me stop because he's a Knick and I have to stop that. But he's extremely injury prone and he's not very consistent. That man hasn't really been focused since the Orlando days. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. I'm predicting playoffs, eliminated in the first round. They'll win 45 games. That's my prediction. Let me know yours down below. Hawks fans, what do you think? Am I totally out of line? What do you think? Or am I spot on? Let me know. We'll see next season. This has been Dang On Predictions for next year. I am your Predictions King, a.k.a. H+III+T. Like, comment, subscribe to see another Triple OG putting in as much work as me. Do me a favor, point him out. Tomorrow we're going to do, I think, the Celtics, because that's B. No, there is no Bobcats. So then Celtics. That is what we will do tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow for another prediction of the NBA.